How you doing, everybody? How to spot a narcissist on the first date and how to deal with the narcissist. That is the title of this video. Hey, my name is Dr. Sami Baya. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, when you're on a first date with a narcissist, you know, it will seem very exciting and fun, but you are worried that they'll be a little egotistical, they'll be a little bit shallow, they are a little bit selfish, and you're asking yourself questions. Could they be a narcissist? Now, this video, I'm going to talk about all that. Is the person you're dating a narcissist on the first date? Now, before you go to how to deal with the narcissist, you should be able to spot the narcissist on the first date and even the few days after that when you've started dating. Number one, have they been love bombing you? You know, love bombing is an attack from the narcissist. It is the first thing that you'll realize from a narcissist. They overwhelm you with affectionate texts. You know, from the word go, they'll give you excessive affectionate communication, constantly texting you, calling you, giving you compliments, gifts. That is all at the beginning of the romantic relationship. They want to obtain power over you. They want to control you from the word go. Now, that is what love bombing is all about. Pay attention to how the narcissist talks to you. Do their conversations revolve around their interests only? Look at their eyes. Do they glaze over when you start talking? You know, that is, they are not focused. They are not giving you the attention you deserve when you start talking. They seem to be focused more on material things. That's something else you should also observe them. Do they focus on nice cars, nice shoes, you know, material possessions? Now, how do they treat others? How do they treat the waiter, the waitress at that restaurant? Are they rude, all right, to people that they think are below them, like the waiter or the waitress, or, you know, people serving you, the watchman at the gate, you know, those people, the servants. So if you see your date complaining a lot and getting very angry at the waiter for very small things, that's a red flag. Do they enjoy making that waiter feel uncomfortable? When people are suffering, are they happy? Do they have this excessive need for attention and validation? Are they too much concerned about their appearance? Are they constantly looking around to see who's looking at them? You know, do they never get vulnerable? Do they only focus on their achievements? Do they only focus on their successes? Do they avoid personal questions? Are they focused on making you be vulnerable instead of them being vulnerable? Are they lying to you? You know, because narcissists and lying goes hand in hand. Now, do they tell you that they are in no contact with their ex, that they don't talk to their exes? And from nowhere, you realize that they actually communicate with their exes. That's a liar. Do you like them less as time goes by during that date? Because narcissists have this great first impression because of that fake perceived self-confidence. But that impression declines over time because of their lack of true connection and depth. So, typically, the red flags you should be watching for with any narcissist is, are they obsessively focused on appearance? Do they engage in appropriate behaviors to get praise or attention? Are they easily influenced by others? Are they triggered? You know, do they have unstable relationships? Do they think relationships are closer or more intimate than they really are? Are they unable to control anger? Do they manipulate others? Do they have challenges in maintaining long-term relationships? Are they responsible? Do they have feelings of emptiness? Do they lack self-reflection? In short, narcissism is all about self-involvement, extreme self-involvement, to an extent that it makes someone ignore the needs of those around them. Narcissists disregard the feelings of others. They don't understand the effect that their behavior has on other people. And with narcissism, we all know that they have sense of entitlement. They believe that they are superior to others and that they deserve special treatment. Narcissists believe that others should be obedient to their wishes and that the rules don't apply to them. Narcissists are master manipulators. They love controlling and manipulating everybody. They have this excessive need for constant admiration. They need to feel validated. They need constant validation from others, and they exaggerate and brag about their accomplishments in order to get recognition. They want to be appreciated because it boosts their ego. They lack empathy. They are very arrogant. So, how do you deal with a narcissist? How do you deal with them? Now, the first thing to do is to educate yourself. Get as much information as you can about narcissism. Knowledge is power. Know who they are. That can help you to accept the situation for what it is. And it can help you to have realistic expectations. Know everything about the narcissist so that you know the narcissist's strengths and weaknesses. It will help you learn how to handle them better. The other thing to do to deal with a narcissist is to create boundaries. Not only create boundaries, but also enforce those boundaries. It protects you from narcissistic abuse. Be clear about your boundaries. The narcissist will not love those boundaries because they want to control you. So, make sure you set boundaries and enforce those boundaries. Speak up for yourself. So, when you need something, tell the narcissist. Be clear and concise about it. Narcissists don't like criticism. They hate to be criticized. So when you're criticizing the narcissist, choose your words very carefully. And if possible, try to use positive ways of criticizing the narcissist. And make sure to always be calm, cool, and collected when dealing with the narcissist. Don't react if they try to provoke you to a fight. Don't react if they try to manipulate you through gaslighting or blame shifting or playing the victim card or even lying to you, future faking. Don't react. Be always calm, cool, and collected. Even if they swing into narcissistic rage and they lash out to you, just telling yourself in your mind that the narcissist is like a 2-year-old baby who feels rejected because their mother wants them to go to bed early or at a certain time. So create a support system. Surround yourself with trusted friends, trusted family members. Because living with a narcissist is not a piece of cake. It can bring feelings of insecurity within you. It can make you confused. It can make you be anxious, worried, and have self-doubt. So make sure you have that strong support system. A group of people in your life who will support you whenever you need that support. Make sure you can also have a therapist, who will give you some counseling. It can help you to work certain things out. A counselor can show you ways to approach problem solving with that narcissist. The counselor can be like a support system to you at the same time. So avoid arguing with the narcissist. You will never win because these are master manipulators. Don't confront them. Narcissists love chaos. They love drama. They love conflict. As much as possible, avoid arguing with them. Walk away from them if possible, instead of arguing with them. Narcissists also love to control you. They want to control everything about you, including your environment. Now, don't allow that to happen. Expect them to see your point of view. Don't do that because narcissists will never admit when they are wrong. They don't like taking responsibility. They don't like being accountable. So you trying to make the narcissist see things your way will greatly backfire. When dealing with a narcissist, expect some meaningful communication. Expect deep communication. Because narcissists, they have little empathy. Narcissists, they lack empathy. They don't understand They can't place themselves in your shoes. So don't expect any meaningful communication with them. Don't try to start discussing issues of the past with the narcissist. Always stick to the present when you express your requests or your heart feelings, because the narcissist does not care. So if you want to deal with a narcissist, make sure you know these things in your head. Channel 4 stages of a relationship with a narcissist. First things first, if you are suffering from a narcissistic personality disorder, then the official diagnosis of this is the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, 5th edition, text revision, that is DSM-5-TR. It says the diagnostic criteria requires at least 5 of 9 formal symptoms. And these symptoms are: number 1, grandiosity and self-importance. Number 2, preoccupation with fantasies about power and success. Number 3, a feeling of being special and uniquely gifted. Number 4, a strong need for praise and admiration. Number 5, a sense of entitlement. Number 6, a tendency to exploit and manipulate others, sometimes for personal gain. Number 7, a lack of empathy. Number 8, a strong envy or jealous towards others, or a belief that others are envious of them. And number 9, an arrogant or scornful attitude towards others. Now, if somebody has 5 symptoms out of these 9 symptoms, then that person can be qualified as suffering from narcissistic personality disorder. Narcissistic abuse toys with your sense of self, your sense of what is real, and your emotional safety. So it is very common to feel like you are exaggerating, that you are too sensitive, or that you are blowing things out of proportion, especially if there was no physical abuse. Now, let's go to the stages of what is known as the narcissistic abuse cycle. The narcissistic abuse cycle is a pattern of behavior that is often seen in relationships where one person has a narcissistic personality disorder. It typically consists of 4 phases. Number 1, idealization phase or stage. Number 2, devaluation phase or stage. Number 3, discarding phase or stage. And number 4, hoovering. In the idealization stage, the narcissist quickly connects with you. They make you feel unique. They may even put you on a pedestal. There's a lot of love bombing, and you may feel sudden and intense appreciation. This is because of that love bombing. The narcissist puts you on a pedestal and they worship you. They'll make you feel like you're the most special and important person in this world. This can be very intoxicating feeling, and this is what keeps people in the relationship despite the red flags that may be present. This is what happens in the idealization stage that makes you not being able to quit. The idealization stage is one of the most dangerous stage of the narcissistic stages in the 4 stages of relationship with a narcissist. This stage occurs at the beginning of any relationship with a narcissist, and this is where the narcissist makes you feel truly special. They shower you with love and adoration. They present themselves to be exactly who they think you want them to be. And the narcissists, they're typically very clever. They have this sixth sense of knowing what it is exactly that you want. This happens in the idealization stage with the narcissist. You will find that you can't get enough of this narcissist. Being around the narcissist is so intoxicating. You may not believe that, you can't believe that this person is actually playing games with you. You will find yourself thinking that this narcissist is the one, the Mr. Right. Your dream has come true. You will relax. You will let your guard down. You will relax all your boundaries when you are with this perfect narcissist. Even if you start seeing a few red flags, you'll think that, no, this person can't, it can't be wrong. And you'll even say, nobody's perfect. In the idealization stage, the relationship is very new and everything feels wonderful. The excitement of this newness is alive and joy is overflowing. Sometimes the idealization stage is called the honeymoon stage, because actually it's honeymoon that is happening. The narcissist will put you on a pedestal. They'll make you feel perfect. They'll make you feel incapable. they'll make you feel like this narcissist is your Mr. Right or Miss Right, that they're incapable of wrongdoing. You'll feel nice at first about this narcissist in the idealization stage, but sometimes you'll be overwhelmed. Now, the behaviors that you should watch out during the idealization stage are love bombing. The narcissist will give you a lot of attention. There'll be grandiose gestures. There'll be gifts and dates. There'll be discussion about marriages very early on in that relationship, as early as the first date. There'll be lack of boundaries. The narcissist will always attempt to isolate you in the name of love. They'll quickly move into intimacy. They'll want to own you. So, after the idealization stage of a relationship with a narcissist, the second stage is the devaluation stage. In this devaluation stage, the narcissist slowly starts making you feel insecure. They start slowly devaluing you through constantly criticizing you. There'll be moments of passive aggressiveness. There'll be moments of backhanded compliments. There'll be moments of silent treatment and stonewalling. They'll be comparing you to others slowly. That happens in the devaluation stage in a relationship with a narcissist. They start playing mind games, narcissistic games with you. Now, this idealization stage does not last forever. Alright? The idealization stage does not last forever. Quickly, it will still go to the devaluation stage. Alright? So, in this devaluation stage, the narcissist will devalue you, whether you like it or not. They'll start provoking you without reason. They'll start finding faults and mistakes in everything that you do. They criticize everything that you do. They'll tell you that you're not as beautiful as they thought you were. They'll say that you're not handsome enough, you're not good enough. They'll say you're not generous, you're not kind. They'll say you're not beautiful, you're not pretty, you're not smart, you're not sharp, you're not bright, you're not as successful as you should be. They'll say you're not organized, you're not doing things the right way. You're not meeting their needs. They'll point out all mistakes and all shortcomings in your life. They will start slowly and subtly withdrawing affection and even love. This will confuse you, but that's what happens in the devaluation stage. The narcissists will start changing. They'll become manipulative. They'll try to isolate you from those that are closest to you. This is the only way they can attack you. This is the only way they can destroy you. They can hurt you. They have to. They will become verbally abusive. They'll insult you. They'll accuse you. They'll blame you. They'll shame you. They'll threaten you. They'll guilt-trip you. They will withhold things from you. If they used to give you money during the idealization stage, they now stop giving you a lot of money. They stop giving you a lot of love. They start making more demands from you. They become sarcastic about you in front of everybody else, constantly criticizing you. They will do everything to lower your self-esteem. And they want to appear more powerful. They want to control you. They become aggressive. They become angry all the time. They are irritated all the time. They even become physically abusive. They make excuses, of everything that you do. And even you yourself, you start making excuses on their behalf. And you justify their behavior. You think that they'll change because you remember the idealization stage and you want it back. So they'll keep maybe throwing a little love bombing here and there to confuse you. They devalue you, but from here and there, they start, a little bit of bombing to confuse you and to still keep you hooked. So in this devaluation stage, they will give you clear hints that you've done something wrong, that you've forgotten something important, that you've hurt their feelings. You'll feel insecure with the narcissist during the devaluation stage. You will see a lot of excuses they'll be giving for poor behavior. They'll criticize you, stonewall you, name call you. You'll see a lot of lack of empathy, and they will compare you all the time to others. They'll ridicule you, they'll humiliate you, they'll accuse you of things you didn't do. Then they'll keep pressuring you until you wonder whether you actually did what they are accusing you of. In short, what they are doing is gaslighting you. You'll start questioning your memory. You'll start questioning your sanity. You'll find yourself starting to wonder why the narcissist puts up with you. You'll question your own memories, your own judgment. You'll want to be better so that the narcissist can love you, so that the narcissist does not reject or abandon you. During the devaluation stage, the narcissist will the narcissist will continue demoralizing you, demotivating you, devaluing you. They will tell you words such that the more I'm knowing you, the more I'm not liking you. You used to be better, you're worse. They'll even compare you and tell you their exes were sexier, they were prettier, they were kinder, they were more handsome, more beautiful, smarter than you, they were more responsible than you. You see, they use these comparisons to devalue you. They'll even tell you you are not good enough for me. They'll even say they can't even believe you fooled them into being with you. Yeah. They'll even tell you, I can now understand why everyone else is leaving you. Everyone left you. They'll even say you never listen to anyone and you always want to be right. They'll say that you are an emotional mess, that they can't stomach you. So in the devaluation stage, that is where you see the real monster in the narcissist. They'll attempt to change you. They'll keep increasing the criticism and the insults on you. They'll keep gaslighting you every day. They'll keep threatening you physically. The communication between you and the narcissist will be poor. They will violate your boundaries. They will triangulate you. They will want to control you much more. They want to control everything about you. They will withhold physical, emotional, and even sexual intimacy. Then, after the devaluation stage, we enter into stage 3 of that relationship with the narcissist, which is called the discard stage. In the discard stage, the narcissist may reject you. They may suddenly decide they no longer need you in that relationship. So they will abandon you. They will dump you. They will end that relationship. They will gaslight you. They'll be angry with you without any reason. They'll use any other manipulative tactic that narcissists use to control you. So discarding is normally it's like we say the final stage of the narcissistic abuse cycle. The narcissist completely breaks off that relationship. They leave you feeling worthless and abandoned. You'll be in pain. They can just disappear, without any notice. They will cheat on you and then blame you for cheating on you. They will ghost you and disappear from your life. You will try looking for them, searching for them. You don't find them. They do this so abruptly. Sometimes they may gradually withdraw over time and discard you. So you will be confused. You'll be hurt. You'll feel alone. So during this discard stage, which is very painful to experience it, the narcissist is asking themselves, what is in it for them in that relationship? All right? Now, once they realize they've milked you dry, once the narcissist realize they've sucked all your emotions and energy away from you, and that you are no longer providing the supply they need, then they think of discarding you. They'll discard you like a trash. They'll dump you in the dustbin. That way they feel good. They have fragile egos. That way they feel good about their egos. So in the discard stage, the narcissist, you'll feel that they'll blame you. They'll have a lot of contempt. They'll be angry with you. They'll betray you. They'll always play the victim. There'll be a lot of physical, emotional, and verbal abuse. And the narcissist normally will end that relationship permanently. Or sometimes they will end the relationship temporarily and try to come back. We'll come to that stage, which is the hoovering stage. So in this discard stage, everything happens from nowhere. The narcissists mostly, they love surprising you. Now, the narcissist will target your strengths and weaknesses. During the discard stage, they will go on a smear campaign about you. you know, and you will suffer. You'll suffer after the discard. Sometimes when the narcissist is discarding you, they will tell you, you'll hear words like, I've never cheated on you. You are the cheater. And I will not stay in this relationship to be abused anymore. You know, they just play games with you. They'll say they've always been honest with you, and that everybody knows that. And they'll tell you that, you know, you are a liar. They'll say they were better before you came into their life, and that they hate conflict, and they hate chaos and drama, and that you are the one who thrives in it. And they'll even accuse you of being crazy, and that they want to leave you so that you get some help. Okay, in the last stage, in the next stage of the fourth stage of a relationship with a narcissist is the hoovering stage. Now that relationship has already ended. The narcissist will try to hoover you back into that relationship. They try to hoover their victim back. They will reach out, and they will be again very charming or loving. They'll try to love bomb you again. You get confused, and it's a very difficult experience. And you may still have feelings for the narcissist, you know. So they will tell you they're sorry for everything, that they love you so much, they miss you so much. They will even promise to change. They'll tell you to come back. They'll tell you that they know you had problems, but they keep thinking about you. They'll tell you that they still love you, that you are the only one who really understands them, that they need you. You know, they will buy you expensive gifts again. They'll take you on vacations, expensive flowers, you know, dinners. They will beg you, they will cry, they will yell, guilt trip you, blame shift you, threaten, make false promises. They'll do anything, you know, to get you back. They will not change their ways. That's something about the narcissist. They just need narcissistic supply to exist. And they will try to find that supply in you in any way they can. The narcissists, remember, they are master manipulators. They will try to do everything to get you back in that narcissistic relationship. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've learned a thing or two. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe. Thank you. God bless you. Catch you later in the next video. And hey, subscribe.